put up a couple videos that I cover the fact that she was on do the $600 ones. Starting to take a toll on me. It is so gorgeous out here. So I had a for my belly dance. It's nice because you send this shirt. I'm all it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I do and get my top. Who knows? Good morning. I know I look like death warmed over. So I had to get up early so that I could call my mortgage company because they sent me paperwork about mortgage shortage. This year is only $100 versus the $600 it was short last year for escrow. Ugh, silkworms. And I had a call because this paperwork said the P.O. Box in Montgomery when all of my other stuff says P.O. Box in Texas. And it's like, even my dad was like, you know what, just give him a quick call. And I got this paperwork Saturday in the mail. Only because you know how long it takes to get here from Alabama. And he was like, just give him a quick phone call, make sure it's actually them, make sure you're not just sending, you know, money. And I'm like, you know what? I was like, no, it looks all the same. It looks good. It looks correct. I mean, this looks right. And then I went and I looked at my actual mortgage statements, and those actually go to Texas. So I was like, maybe I should just check real quick. So I got up because they're open 8 a.m. Central on this paperwork, even though their main office is in Alabama. So I call. It's like 7 Pacific Standard Time. And they're like, for Washington, 8 a.m. So I wait. I'm on hold for like 5 minutes. Not a big deal. On hold for like 5 minutes, and I call. And she was, and I was like, I'm just trying to verify, make sure I'm not just sending this check, like people just didn't fake this stuff. And she's like, no. She's like, I totally understand. She goes, we have 3 P.O. boxes. She's like, 2 in Alabama, 1 in Texas. Escrow shortages come straight to Alabama. She's like, if you sent it to Dallas, it would eventually make it here, but the escrow shortages, we usually have them sent straight to Alabama. I said, okay, well, I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm not sending my money elsewhere. And she's like, totally understand. So since I'm paying my escrow shortage this year, it technically drops my mortgage payment down. $40 a month. Yeah, because my mortgage shortage last year was $48 a month because I didn't do the $600 ones. A little less than 600. It's a little over 48 and some change. And this year it's only 8 and some change. So yeah, down $40 a month. But I'm still going to continue to pay what I normally pay. So instead of an extra $14 a month, it's like an extra $60 a month. That's not a lot, but it's something. It's a little extra coin towards that mortgage. And if you can afford to do a full mortgage payment, 1 full mortgage payment extra a year, that cuts your mortgage loan down so much. But I can't afford to do a full mortgage payment. I'm still trying to control them credit cards. Still trying to control them credit cards. I cannot wait till I can start chipping back away at my credit card debt. It's going to take a little while longer. After everything's said and done with my shoulder, I'm not banking on a lot, but I should get some. And I'm going to put that towards my credit card debt and try to... My head is still above water, but you know, everyone wants to be better. You know what I mean? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I know it's been a minute since we've been in the car. And yes, I changed. Only because my sister sent me a message that my mom is packing up the little ones and taking them to the splash park on base. So I am gonna go meet him at the splash park. And This is better to tan with, okay? Do you see all this whiteness? I need tanness, okay? My back's a little white. I did bring this for the little ones. I love this stuff. You just spray it and go. Spray it and go. 80 minutes. 80 minutes. Something that you guys need to remember, need to realize when you're using sunscreen. There is a limit on how long it lasts in the water. It is water resistant, but it only lasts for so long. Always check. So, not quite 2 hours, you got to reapply. Okay? Now, different sunscreens have different lengths of working. So, I'm a little irritated. Let me tell you why I'm irritated. I have been trying since Friday to download the files I need to edit last week's vlog. We are so close to being caught up and being on time with our vlogs so that the weekly vlogs are actually weekly vlogs and you're not in the past. And I am struggling. I don't want to drop the 2 clips that are not loading properly. So when I get back home today, what I might try doing is connecting the cable directly to my phone and pulling the 2 clips that are refusing to process. I'm really hoping that I don't have to do that because, you know, all the other clips have been processed properly and are just ready. Oh, I didn't shave my legs. They're not like super hairy, but like you can't, like, you really gotta be like this close to my legs to see the hair. So I'm not worried about that part. Just, I don't know why I brought it up. Anyways, all the other clips and video files I have pulled work just fine. Except for these 2. The only video footage I have up for Tuesday and the last bit of footage I have for Wednesday. Now, it won't be like super terrible if I lose the footage for Tuesday, but I am going to try to pull it from my actual phone. That might work. That's like the downside of using my cell phone instead of my actual camera to do my vlogging. But at the same time, my iPhone automatically corrects the light and all that good stuff. Ooh, a little burpee. I jumped up real quick after my sister said we're going to Splash Park on the base, so I was like, gotta go. Kicked my dog out, changed my clothes real quick. Boom. I have been doing more belly dance practice, which I'm very thrilled at, that I'm motivated, that I'm not so down about. So if you haven't checked out my belly dance vlog, it's always linked in the description box. But since I can't do a whole lot of dancing itself, because I put up a couple videos that I've done recently that even with not pushing my arm, moving it very little and not pushing it, I'm still crying and in pain after everything's said and done, because that's how much it hurts. So I decided to start doing some tutorials, because I watch these videos, these tutorial videos that are out there, and it's like, okay, some people need it broken down more, especially like if you're someone who has taken classes before and you're just doing these drill videos for refresher and practice, great, you get it. But a lot of these are geared towards beginners and like how-tos, but they don't really explain things, and they don't explain things that I would expect them to. Because it's like, okay, like there's this one person that I really like. Her personality is great. She's fun. She makes it quirky. And I understand that there are times when you're showing a move. Like when I do my tutorial for chest circles, I'm going to do, when I go and record it, it's going to be focused obviously on my upper body, because you don't need to see my legs for that. When I did my tutorial for chest lifts, like you could see like my knees, but you couldn't see like below my legs. You couldn't see my actual feet, which is fine because it's chest lifts. You only need to see this part of the body. Well, this girl was instructing about hip lifts and drops, but you couldn't see past halfway on her thigh, which is totally wrong. Someone in the comments explained that crucial part, but it is actually crucial to see the leg positions and the feet and hip lifts and hip drops. And she very casually brushed over the fact that she was on the ball of her foot with her knee slightly bent. People need to see that. They need to see that to understand it. And then being a big girl, I'm a big girl. Okay, I am an overweight plus size girl. People need to see that we can do it too. And again, there's nothing wrong with these gals that are doing the tutorials, doing the how-tos, that are thin and beautiful and great. Fantastic. I love it. I know belly dancers of all shapes and sizes, but like for me, I find it's important that it's important for just that aspect. Like my very first instructor would be someone that's considered overweight, but could control every single muscle in her stomach beautifully. Okay, she was a beautiful dancer. She was just overweight. She carried her weight differently than me. But it's important for people to see dancers of all sizes out there explaining things, because someone might be more comfortable learning from me than they are learning from, someone like Kat Welsh. Look her up, okay? She's an amazing belly dancer. Or like Cassandra Fox. Definitely look up. Cassandra Fox does fusion, where she mixes Oriental style, or aka Egyptian style, and Jamaican dance hall. It's amazing. But those two gals are petite, although Cassandra Fox, she gets hate. She gets serious hate about her body and about being overweight. I've had to block one person in my time. And I try to give this person I block the benefit of the doubt, but in all of my years of posting videos, dancing videos, where you honestly can see my weight gain, I've only had one person be nasty to me. And this person thought that by saying, no offense, that was going to totally excuse her rudeness, which it didn't. But Cassandra, she gets so much hate. Oh, it drives me crazy how much hate she gets. But it was important for me to take this step and try to make people feel comfortable. See if maybe the way I can explain things will help them understand. The way I break things down will help them understand. Oh, that's okay. Are they trying to, okay, motorcycle cop. Okay, oh, I'm slowing down. They are so good on their motorcycles. Oh, let me turn that signal off. They're like, shh. There's no hesitation. Sorry, squirrel. But sometimes people need it broken down differently. I never took a beginning course, honestly. I never was super taught the foundations. I just watched and learned, and I try to explain that in one of my videos. And hopefully I did. And hopefully my videos are can help people. And I'm going to be releasing more of those videos, and I plan to record more of those videos because I'm honestly enjoying them. And I've gotten good feedback so far, so why not, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. So I have an exciting day planned for me. And my pudge. Feel good today though. Feel good, feel pretty, even though I feel a little overweight. Feel good. It took me a long time to decide if I was gonna wear this belt or not. And I decided yes, I'm wearing this belt. So the boyfriend called me last night and said he's been trying to think of some solutions to our dilemma of him not driving home to see me on our days. And he asked that if once in a while I drive up to Bellevue to see him. It's a little over an hour with no traffic, but there's going to be traffic, so I anticipate about a 2-hour drive to go see him today. I said, that's fine. He goes, well, why don't you come up tomorrow? He's like, I miss you. I haven't seen you in weeks, and I want you to be here. So, I'm trying to debate what time to start driving up there, because I know the traffic can be atrocious from here in Olympia to just even to Tacoma. And I gotta drive all the way to Bellevue, which is past the airport. I very rarely drive long distances on my own, and some of you might think that's silly, but it's something I deal with. So I'm going to be driving up to see him. My dress is already covered in cat fur. I just can't get away from the cat fur. Not a good angle. Put my arm back down. Cover a little bit of back. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. I saw him twice last month. I saw him twice the month prior. I miss him. He is working long days. I want to say every day the last 2 weeks. He hasn't even gotten back to the yard where he stores his truck in Bellevue till 8 o'clock at night. If he's lucky, he's there at 7:30. And very rarely does he get off early enough for him to justify driving all the way down here. I miss him. I'm gonna drive to go see him. And spend a couple hours with him. The drive home will go much quicker because there won't be any traffic when I drive home. But I miss him. And I want to go see him. And that is that. The last almost, 2 months, because we're just now, it's only the 2nd of July. It has felt like that we are in a long distance relationship right now. Even more long distance than the way it is. And it's really starting to take a toll on me. And I very much need to see him. And hug him and hold him. And tell him how much I love him to his face. And not just in a text message or a phone call. I can't wait to see him tonight. It is so gorgeous out here. Despite an interstate, Place is actually pretty peaceful. And this little beach park is pretty nice. So I had a wonderful evening last night. Drove up to go see the boyfriend. We spent a couple hours together and then I drove home. What I'm not thrilled about is to come home to find another charge for iTunes on my card that I did not do. My dad checked my daughter's phone. My daughter did not do. I messaged my nephew. The last time he swears he didn't do it, but it's another charge for $8.73. So I don't know what's going on. I sent him another message that he needs to check his stuff because I'm going to have to go through and they're going to close my card out because it's not an authorized charge. And I'm going to have to reset up all of my bill pays that I have automatically coming out of my card. Awesome. I'm going to have to reset up my garbage, reset up my... Yeah, reset up my cell phone. I'm trying to think of what else do I have set auto pay off the card. Most of my stuff I have set on bill pay. I just got done filming another mini little tutorial for my belly dance channel, and then I'm checking my bank statement because I always check my bank statement, and boom, this charge. So I'm back from dealing with the bank. That's all taken care of. Turns out it was a game that I downloaded for my kiddo that I thought was free. It was not. So now I'm in the process of trying to eat something because it's 12:30.
Hey guys.
And do a little editing. Because I'm trying to get some videos ready to go for my belly dance channel. Well, that's not the one I wanted to hit. I'm trying to get that channel set up with a bunch of pre-recorded videos like I do here. Where did that just download to? There it is. So classes open up on Friday. So I can get started on my classes. That's a benefit of being able to access your course on a Friday when classes start Monday, because then I will start my discussion board posts. I will actually go through and get my discussion board Word document prepped and ready to go. I can get all of the basics ready to go that I need for... Just drooled on myself. I have to make sure these files are the right ones. So I know it's been a minute since we've been in the car. And yes, I changed. Make sure. But I'm kind of excited. I know I'm going to get going. Like I said, when I go to the 23rd appointment, I'm going to immediately... I'm going to tell them on the 23rd that I just want to go forward with the surgery as is. And see where that goes. And I'm a little scattered. I've had a busy day. It's been one of those days, you guys. So I just got done filming a video. I'm actually perspiring, which is nice because it is so hard for me to sweat, you guys. I know TMI, but it is so hard for me to sweat. But not just filming a video, but I actually was doing a lot of practice, which makes me feel good, makes me feel sexy, makes me feel awesome. Whenever I can break a sweat, I feel good. I've also noticed that my, what do you call them? Dimples of Venus are prominent and are noticeable in my back again, which means I'm not losing a whole lot of fat, but I am losing some because you can see the dimples in the lower, in my lower back once again, because, you know, she's a princess. She's Venus. She's so adoring. So I'm just going to keep on practicing. I'm going to keep my cardio up, keep my sweating going. I just want to take a quick break, give you guys an update, let you guys know what I'm doing. Expect to see some tutorials and some dance videos. I'm doing my best to keep my arm down and minimize it. I think tomorrow, before I go celebrate the 4th with my family, because tomorrow's the 4th of July, Independence Day, y'all, in America, woo woo. I might do a video talking about fans and veils. When I say fans, I mean fan veils. And then veils, because those are the two things that I tend to use as far as belly dance props. I want to do a sword dance, but I have not budgeted for a sword yet. Not yet. Maybe in the next year or so. But yeah. So I'm feeling good. Feeling energized. I got to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. Too many meal times throughout the day. I kept a good steady heart rate up, I think so. I was doing a bunch of squats prior to that. I do feel like my squats are getting a little bit stronger. I can sit better into them in a better position. I don't have to like widen my stance as much. I think next payday I'll pull the trigger and get a scale. While it's nice only having to weigh myself every 6 weeks, I think I actually need to put a scale in my house. I've been looking on Amazon. I am in the market for some sheets for a queen size bed that stay cool in the summertime. So if you have any recommendations, Amazon, if Amazon is the cheapest, that would be like the greatest. If you could comment down below, maybe some recommendations on some sheets that you find tend to stay cool and don't, you know, generate as much heat in the summertime, I'd appreciate that. So it's the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day for those of you of my fans that live in America and are Americans and are celebrating today. So yesterday, the boyfriend didn't come home. He said he wasn't going to make it. And at first I'm like, okay. Well, then I realized he has today off. So I just assume that instead of waiting to get his kiddo wanted to be picked up last night. That's okay. that's okay. But he was saying when we were walking around Bellevue Tuesday night that I am the quintessential girl. Cut my hair. I miss my long hair. I want my long hair back. When I have long hair, I just want to chop it all off. Yes. And like, I legit only cut my hair like every 2 or 3 years because it takes so long to grow out. Yeah. So today we are actually going to be going to Freedom Fest as per our usual thing that we do. My mom's going to call when they're getting ready to go to the base for Freedom Fest, and I will meet them there. And unlike, so like they open the base for non-military people that day, but you have to go through the DuPont gate and you have to park in a certain area. I have an ID to get me on base, so I don't have to park in the designated parking space. I can just go park anywhere. It's leaving that is a pain in the butt, but they open the side gate as a special thing for the 4th of July so that we can leave the base, usually. And I go out that way instead of going out the actual DuPont gate and having to sit at the light. So that's what we're going to do today. And then tomorrow, because today is Thursday, tomorrow my class opens early and I can get started on my schoolwork. That I am also excited about because I'm ready to get started, to get ahead, to make sure I'm good to go, because I have people coming at the end of the month and we have a filled week. And I need to make sure that I'm ahead so I don't feel guilty about not doing as much work. Priorities. I very rarely have people come visit me. So I'm going to make sure that I am available. And by getting ahead in my coursework will allow me to be guilt-free and available for the time, hanging out. It's going to be great. I'm kind of sad because for the last few years in a row, 3 or 4 years, Alex and I have been matching on 4th of July. We wear this mommy and me set. And I forgot to send this shirt with her to Grandma's. So we are not matching. We're not matching this year. And that makes me sad. It's tradition. It happens. I didn't plan it well this time around, and I usually plan it way better, but I didn't. So that's my own fault. I messed up my family tradition. So I got the text message about 20, almost 30 minutes later than I was hoping. I was out making sure that Sakura was going potty. I normally do not leave her inside my house when I leave for an extended period of time. Part of it is I'm worried about her being able to go potty and all that good stuff. But since it is the 4th of July and the fireworks are going off, I would rather have to clean up an accident in my house than for her to be terrified and take off. Like last year, I didn't think it through because we went to Woodland Park Zoo. So we were gone all day. And she had her cone on. When we found her, she had dug a hole in the yard, in the front yard. She had broke through to the front yard because she was so frantic. So I would rather her be in my house, feeling safe as she can feel when the fireworks are going off. Because they were shooting off fireworks last night. Like, that's why it took me like a half an hour to try to get her to go potty, and then she jumped on one of the chairs, and then when I tried to get her loose from one of her chairs, her back leg got stuck between the armrest and the chair, and it's all one piece. And so like I'm trying to get her to calm down so I can get this chair off of her. She's screaming and whining while trying to get away, while trying to shake this chair off. And in between her yelping and screaming and me trying to get her to sit so I could get this chair off her leg, that was a struggle. That was a struggle and a half, you guys. Oh, that poor baby. I thought about putting her jacket on her because, you know, I mean, the jacket's not super tight, so it's not like a thunder vest, but like it's still warm and comforting. But I decided she'd get too hot, so no. I'm almost to the base. I'm not that far because it's all freeway for me, so it's not going to take me that long to get there, but I'm just really frustrated at myself for not carrying my phone with me, so that I knew that they had called and they had texted and said, hey, we're on our way, meet us, we're on our way. So the struggle is going to be find parking. Mom says they're going to try to park near the commissary or Burger King. I'm going to try to park at Waller Hall or just based on what that little strip mall is next to Waller Hall is, but in the same general area as they are. I won't be able to enjoy 4th of July with my boyfriend this year because he has his kiddo, but it is what it is. Hold on, baby, you got 2 more.
Hold on, wait until you get back up.
One more, baby. Oh, that's all right. Good morning. So my voice is a little rough from screaming and being jovial and celebrating yesterday. But I now have early access to my class, which I will be starting my schoolwork. Oh, behind me, it's a little too bright. That's okay. That's okay. Back at it again. The very first, boom, right into it, is all about qualitative and quantitative, which I just finished in 730. So I'm probably going to use the same articles, but try to do better, I guess. Yeah, do better. My one eye is watering. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't want to get up. You know when you're so tired you feel hungover, but you're not hungover? That's how I feel right now. I'm a little wobbly. I'm a little woozy. My head hurts. I just want to sleep. Probably make myself a cup of coffee here in a minute. But yeah, oof. Today is just all about trying to start my work and get on it and just, you know, be that studious student, because that's what you gotta do. That's how you gotta be. So I'm getting back into the grind. I felt a little overwhelmed when I first started the class. I do it every time. I freak out. I just panic. I just want to go crazy. But it's all fine. It's all fine. My hair's looking real good right now in the video. Hello. Illusion of a small face, and then bam, big face. Little face, big face. Okay, anyways. I've already got the discussion board posts written for week 1. I'm already starting week 2. It's a 10-week course because, like I said, I need to get as far ahead as possible so that I can be chill with my friends when they come to visit. But I'm already starting week 2, and things will go a lot quicker for me once I write up the main thing for week 2 and get my topic and article approved. I can start on the big paper while reading and doing the discussion board posts for all the rest of the weeks, because all the main papers for this course is going to be based off this one article, it looks like, that we're going to be breaking down and turning into a giant research paper for the term itself. But as long as I can get a head start on at least all of the discussion board posts, the papers will go pretty smoothly. Let's see, if I go into the syllabus, I'm going to scroll here into the syllabus. So, excuse me. Discussion participation, 30%. Scientific merit components, 70%. But it's because it's broken out into 4 papers. Study selection, 5%, which is what I'm working on now. Research topic and methodology description, 15%. That's week 4. Scientific knowledge, contributions and methodology, 20%. Week 7. And then scientific merit paper, week 10. Week 7 was 20%. Week 10, 30%. And then they have a scoring guide and all of the breakdown that I'm going to be doing. So this is literally the entire 10-week term in a nutshell, what my grades are and the discussion. I actually need to go to here because this is what I'm working on, because I'm going to be so this is basically this is really short. Usually it's a 5 thing. This is the criteria in which I'm going to be writing. I generally stay in this section. The 2 papers that I got a C on, 1 point fell in what they would consider a non-performance, which is why I got a C. So my goal again is to stay here. Like, I usually get mostly distinguished, because usually, like I said, it's like 5 or 6. And I'll get like 3 distinguished, 2 proficient, usually get an A on my paper. So this is actually going to be, I have to make sure that offers a thorough and clear explanation why I selected, thoroughly explains why the research is selected. Article is qualitative or quantitative. I believe the article I picked is quantitative. It's qualitative. Says it right there. And then communicates in a manner that is completely scholarly, professional, and consistent with expectations for members of an identified field. Study using APA style editing. Mostly I get this. Every once in a while I slip. So I'm going to start that this weekend, get that all written up this weekend, and then on Monday when I submit week 1's discussion board post, I'm actually going to submit that so I can actually start week whatever. I'm going to continue to work on week 2's discussion board posts, and the nice thing is pretty much it says select one of the 2 articles you research and discuss for unit 1, and then the second discussion is using the second article. So we're going to be using the same, and the 2 articles I picked for my discussion board post is actually a different article than what I want to do for my paper. But so far I'm able to use, and like I said, I'm only working on week 2, I'm able to use the same 2 papers. So I know I know the topic areas of the paper well enough, hopefully, to respond and answer these discussion board posts. Going into week 3, that might be a different ball game, but let's see. Let me click unit 3 real quick, just so we get a quick little, let's see, unit readings, blah, blah, blah. 2 discussion board posts, qualitative, quantitative. Refer to the quantitative. Okay, yeah, so literally we're going to be using the same 2 articles throughout the whole thing. And I know for a fact, one of my articles is qualitative, one is quantitative. I just got done with another research class where we had to do a qualitative and a quantitative literature review. So I know the papers work. Got good grades on the 2 papers, on these 2 selected ones, so I know that they work. So, and then let me see. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Week 4 is the week that they are going to be here, but I'm hoping to start the paper for week 4. Obviously, in the 2nd or 3rd week. Let's see, how many pages? Fill out the forms, selected forms requested. You're expected to use professional academic. For this assignment, complete the research topic. Okay, let me actually go to that. Maybe that will tell me how many pages that one is supposed to be, because it doesn't tell me how many pages. No, it does not tell me how many pages that it needs to be. Well, crap on a cracker. Maybe if I go to course projecto, scientific, okay, unit 4. So far, the only thing that has a page number requirement is the final paper, and it's 10 to 12 pages. Let's see, yeah. I gotta use some forms. Oh, there's the form. And then write a paper. So we'll see how it goes. But other than that, that's my plan for the weekend, you guys. And then next week, just gonna hang out with the kiddo, and I'm gonna have the niece over. Apparently the nephew's not coming. He's only gonna come down Tuesday night for Wednesday. Who knows? But other than that, we'll see you guys later.